Hope everybody's having a good day today. I just finished up yesterday's video because I forgot about it. Went to sleep after a long trip, but we're back and we're gonna start a new day. We're gonna go get us some breakfast and me and my sister, then come back and eat it here. So I'll see you a little later. It's been raining here this afternoon. I took most of the afternoon and slept, didn't do much after we went to get breakfast this morning. I was coming outside because there was a couple things I noticed, or a couple things that stood out to me when I was in Colorado this past week. One was the fact that when you go to these towns, not really necessarily, I guess, Denver, like the big cities, but all the small cities we went to, a lot of the shops and things would have dog bowls, places for dogs. They were real dog friendly outside the restaurants or the shops or things like that. They have a fresh water canister for them plus a bowl. That was one weird thing. So they were real dog friendly or pet friendly, whatever. But the other thing I saw was the fact that they were really bicycle friendly, especially like Fort Collins. We noticed a lot of both of that in Fort Collins. Everybody rode bikes a lot of places and everybody had pets. So it kind of got me thinking about my bikes. And interestingly enough, just about 10 minutes ago, I was inside and I was about to come out here anyway because I was going to do this anyway. Somebody commented and said that they had seen a lot of the videos, or some of the videos anyway, and noticed we had some bikes and a few bike videos, and I had not posted anything in a long time, and they were wondering if I rode any, and the answer is no, I don't, because for one reason I got busy with college and quit riding. My dad was busy working, still is, and it's just not being convenient for him because he works out of town, so not having somebody to ride with was an issue. And then my buddy that I did ride with, that he started after me, like years after me. I've rode since I was in middle school, but he got into riding during college, and then he quit after he got married. He just had other things he had to do, so I didn't have him to ride with, or my dad. And the other people that rode were kind of a little heavier riders than I've ever been, so I didn't really want to do that necessarily. So other than that, just the fact that it's more dangerous than it was, even 8 years ago when I graduated high school, because everybody's really got into the smartphones. They already had cell phones obviously and texted, but now it's even more prevalent because you've got it hooked in your car and everybody's got a cell phone. Even when I was in high school, some people didn't really have cell phones that much. But anyway, we do have the bikes. That right there is I think it's a 2300 Trek. They don't make the 100 series anymore, I don't think. Yep, it's the 2300. His has got the 105 compact double. It did have an Ultegra triple, but he put the double on there, compact. And then I think it's a 105. Yeah, it is. It's a 105 rear cassette, 10-speed, and it's also got the climbing gear on it. So having the compact double plus the extra climbing gear here, because the original cassette had the regular racing, so it didn't have a smaller gear up here for climbing. And so we basically, having the extra climbing gear and the compact double, it allows us to get up a lot of the hills here in town, where normally you have the triple right here. But he's got the Ultegra derailleur rear, Ultegra brakes, carbon fiber seat stays, seat post, and the front forks, Ultegra front derailleur as well. So and that's just a aluminum carbon frame. He's also got the Bontrager, I guess it's called, wheels and tires on it that come with it. His other bike there is a steel frame Trek. It's a touring bike, but he did put the fenders on it, and he also put the rack on the back, and he's got the canvas bags on the front and back. And on both of those, he's got the Brooks saddles, which are the leather saddles. And I think that's about it. But he's going to get rid of this bike the racing bike, because he don't want to do any more racing riding or any fast-paced riding. He's more interested in just kind of putting around. And so I actually liked that bike really well, and in 2007 I bought the Bianchi. I had a Bianchi in the past, and the reason I wanted it is because I liked the steel frame from the one I first had, and so I went with this one, the Vigorelli. It's actually made in the US, I believe, but I got it out of Nashville. It's got all original everything, I believe. I don't even think I've replaced the bike tape on it, but the wheels are wore out, and that's why I was coming out here, because when I was in Colorado, I'd made the decision to maybe get back into riding, so I got to get new tires, and that was what I was coming out here to do. And it was just convenient that the person had commented just now asking about bike riding, because I was actually going to want to get back into it. I'm just worried about driving because people are not paying attention when they're driving, looking at their phone, and will get run over. But anyway, mine's got a Rollure compact double on the front, just like my dad's. It's geared the same, it's just a different brand. The rear cassette is a 105 with the climbing gear just like my dad's. I've got the same Ultegra brakes and shifters just like my dad's has got. My front forks are also carbon, but the rear is all steel. So you got steel everywhere except for the front. And we both got the flight deck computer, and I think on one, actually, yeah, one of them he's got flight deck and Garmin, and then the other one he's got just Garmin. So that can actually keep up with elevation as well. But we've not rode in a long time, and I'm gonna get my tire size because these have got flat spots on the back. You can tell out here that's all flat. I've also got a spot in there. I think it's just a piece of metal. So these tires are really needing replacing. I do have 1,000 miles on this bike, so that's a good while to have on these tires here. This bike's probably actually got closer to 1,100 because I didn't put it on until I'd already rode about 150 miles. I've also got some wear spots on it, just on the side and things like that. So I'm gonna try to get those replaced and try to start riding some more. So I'm gonna get the sizes for that and check up online, see if I can get some. So I'm gonna do that right now. Well, I just come to my uncle's. He decided he would go eat, so I'm gonna take him out for his birthday. His birthday was yesterday, so I need to come cut his grass. It wasn't near this bad when I left a week ago, but it's real bad now. Just got back home. I was gonna head to bed. I've got a full day tomorrow. A lot of grass cutting and or pressure washing, whichever works out better. The first thing I gotta do is pick up my truck in the morning, and then I gotta pick up the dog, and then I gotta hopefully pick up a lawnmower, and then if either I do or I don't, but I also gotta change the oil in one of them as well. So all that, and then I gotta get to work. So whether it's wet, too wet to cut grass, or whether I just do pressure washing, one of the two, I'm gonna have a busy day. So I'm gonna let you go here. Thank you for the person right here that wrote the comment about the bike. And like I said, I was gonna go out there anyway, but it was just neat that you posted when you did about the bike. So anyway, be sure anybody wants to comment about anything, stuff I've done in the past or may want to do again, or new stuff to make videos on, let me know. But I'm gonna let you go. Hope you had a good day today, and I will see you again tomorrow.